I like to be punctual, to be respectful of all of your time. So I know there are a couple resident announcements, so we'll start there and then we'll go into some of our updates. So I know Ms. Johanna had an announcement and also Ms. Gail.
Good morning. We have tickets to the Francis Wilson Playhouse to see Agatha Christie's Murder on the Orient Express. And because of the hurricane, they canceled their first performance and moved it to the end. And our tickets got mixed up in there. And now we have people who can't attend because of the different time date. So this coming Sunday, which is the 27th of October, we have about 3 or 4 tickets available. And they are $30 each, but if you've never been to Francis Wilson Playhouse, it's been there for 96 years. They are community theater, they are outstanding. We have never seen a bad show there. And let this be your introduction to it if you've not been there before. The bus will take you at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and you'll be back here then by probably 4:30 because it's a play. Their musicals are longer. But just let me know, and I'll be glad to sell you a ticket.
Thank you, Ms. Johanna. I know you had one, Ms. Gail.
Thank you, Lindsay. On behalf of Flicker, I want to remind you that on the informational tables in both buildings, there's a sheet of paper that gives the new instructions for voting for those sites that have been affected by the hurricanes and voting dates. And you can go to the website too, that's on there. You get all kinds of information for up-to-date last-minute voting per our governor. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Gail. Any additional resident announcements before we get started? Yes, ma'am.
Good morning, everybody. It's almost the end of October, which means that you really have to start collecting for the gift fund in earnest. We've got until the middle, Thanksgiving weekend, we'll write the checks. So we don't have a whole lot of time between now and then. And it's time to really pick up the pace. We all know how much people did for us during the storm. And how much they do for us just on an ongoing basis. We're really fortunate to have such a great group of people working for us. Some days we get frustrated with one or two in particular, but that's okay because they keep coming back and they keep getting stronger. So remember the gift fund and write a check. Also, one of the other ways to support the gift fund is, of course, through our play for Halloween. On the 30th and 31st, we are doing a benefit performance for both the gift fund and the scholarship fund, because those are two things that are very important to our associates. There's still a few tickets left. Get to Johanna as soon as you can, and she will get you all set up for the show. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you. Any further announcements? Okay, we'll go into some updates. So just a little, I know we've mentioned this for the last couple of weeks, but we need your help. We'd love for you to get involved. So I know Miss Margaret and the Railroad Board are accepting applications. They are available to be picked up at the north and the south front desk. They started on October 1st and will go through October 31st. And the voting will take place the 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. So little updates from IHS. They're actually going to do a Halloween pet parade. So that will be October 30th, around 1:30 in the Breezeway. I know all of you have so many beautiful pets, whether they're cat or dogs. So they're actually going to be, they want you to join them, of course. Bring your furry friend and have them all dressed up and cute. So they'll get some more information out on that, but that'll be the 30th at 1:30 in the Breezeway. And just to let you know that they've put those puzzles out there. So get those taken care of so we can get you free services. And again, this is with IHS, so that is with Christine and Maddie. All right, just a little bit of information from Environmental Services for their focuses this week. We are continuing to get our community cleaned up. As we know, lots and lots of debris. Thank goodness that was really the main, but lots of debris from all of our storms, Debbie, Helene, and Milton. So we are going to be shifting our focus for our dining rooms for our anniversary dinner. So detailing those dining rooms, detailing our second floor restrooms, polishing floors in the south building, second floor, detailing our entry and exit doors in the south, and then thorough cleaning scheduled for all of our stairwells. So again, we're just kind of refocusing our attention to some of these other areas that were secondary to the main general. Just another information, just so we can be very communicative. We do have some upcoming vacations for our team. So Martha, who's typically in the R-Wing section, will return to work November 4th. Myra will be a swing section, will start her vacation November 7th, and Wanda will begin her vacation November 18th. So we will still, of course, have your services. We just always like to be in front of communicating if for whatever reason our team that normally gives you your service on that exact time with that exact person, there might be some changes, and this is why. They've all worked really, really hard, so we want to give them some time off for some rest and reprieve and let them come back relaxed and renewed and ready to get back at it. So just a reminder from Kelly, we do have Eastlake High School National Technical Honor Society will be here tomorrow, Wednesday, on the 23rd from 3 to 4 in the Grand Lobby South. So they'll be able to help you with anything that you might need. Again, tomorrow from 3 to 4. Little bit of updates from plant operations. We know maintenance has been very busy the last few weeks, pulling everything out, putting everything back, shuffling it around, packing it, unpacking it, moving it back, all of that good stuff. So 192 completed work orders, 106 still open. 360, as we discussed last week, 360 Fire and Flood is our restoration company and remediation company. And they have been on site almost daily for the past week, moisture mapping a lot of our units and many parts of our community. So they are still doing that. It is a full-scale scope and assessment so we can get a permanent resolution for a lot of these issues. So again, they've been here, they've been in numerous departments. They've worked with Betsy, they're working with the team, so they have little devices that can tell you where the water is coming from. Quite nifty. And we are performing that at a full scale so we can try to get some permanent solutions for a lot of these issues. We do have major roof leaks that are being covered all over the buildings. Again, that is part of the remediation that they are looking at, 360 Fire and Flood. Roofing issues, leaks, trees, any type of restoration, they are addressing that. We are removing the trees and debris from our main roads. We've gotten that main large one out here almost completely taken care of. We did have to replace the motherboard for our phone systems. If you didn't know, they were out for much longer than we wanted them to be. It was, won't bore you, but the RRCU card on the phone system was out, so we ended up replacing 3 different parts to the phone system. It is a very antiquated system. We do have it in our capital expenditure request. So that means we are asking HealthPeak for the funds to completely replace the phone system. Again, that has not been approved for final. So we don't know the answer, but that is in our request for 2025 is a new phone system due to its age. So in the meantime, we have replaced all the pertinent components that will keep the phone functioning. We are working on an IT transition, so it doesn't really affect our residents, it's more so leadership. We used to use ACS, which is just the name of our internet IT company. So they were our company that managed our cybersecurity, our firewalls, our emails, everything that we do and everything that we use to do our job. That is the company that we used to use, which is ACS. We have now transitioned to SoftRim. So they are our new IT company. Again, more so leadership facing, not really affecting residents, but they are here on site this week to complete that transition for us. So they're going to each one of our computers and turning everything over from the old company, ACS, to the new company, SoftRim. So you might see some guys running around with SoftRim, that's why they're here, and they're taking care of us. That way we have better services in order to do our job. We need internet, we need this technology to do our job. So we should get that completed this week and have that going moving forward. So we do have some internet problems in the south end, the marketing building, and we are addressing that as well. So I met with them this morning, and they are looking at some of those access points to help us with. So just a little update from Ginger. We've got Wednesday, tomorrow, the 23rd, as we mentioned, Eastlake High School team will be here to support starting 3 p.m. in Grand Lobby South. Thursday, October 24th, a new art class with Kim. Please sign up at the trip table. That's at 11 a.m. in the Arts and Craft Room. Thursday, the 24th, our anniversary dinner and after party. So we'll have our dinner in the dining rooms, and then the after party for music and cordials start from 6 to 9. And then Friday, the 25th, we are doing a presentation from our therapy team, which is Health Pro Heritage. They will be here doing an informational about their services. So any type of balancing, any type of pain management, any type of range of motion, flex, gait, balance, all of those things that might concern you. Please do attend this Friday here in Town Hall at 11 a.m. to get a lot of really good information. So we have a full entire team of therapists on our campus that can help keep you walking and ambulating and moving and grooving. So please do go see them. It'll be really good information in order. And pain management as well. A lot of people don't think about that, but they're able to help with that as well. So if that's important to you, please do attend on Friday. So we are doing another Halloween party for our staff, and we of course are inviting our residents to join as well. So residents, please do sign up at the trip tables for those that are interested in attending the party. It is mostly for our staff, but we are allowing residents, of course, to join us. We're all one big family. There will be games, costume contests, and food. We'll have Chick-fil-A sandwiches, and that does start from 5 to 7 on the 29th. So again, that is a big thing that we're doing for our team. They usually bring their children and dress them up, and it's usually a lot of fun. I know Miss Johanna joined us last year and did some face painting, thank you. But it's always fun, and it's just another thing we like to do for our team and for their family to show we appreciate them. So residents who would like to sponsor a trick-or-treat table, please sign up for that as well. We do have 2 tables assigned to residents, one for the south and one for the north. So again, it's always super cute. Evan had all his little babies there last year. A lot of our team had them. They're just so adorable, all dressed up. So I really enjoyed it, and you're more than welcome to join us. Just a little bit from sales. Erin was out on some PTO, paid time off, vacation last week, and she has returned. We are doing a sales event November 22nd. That's supposed to be October 22nd. We're doing a lunch and learn in the Brick and Vine. We do have our new residency counselor. Her name is Valerie Gabriel. So she did finish orientation last week, and she has started with us. So you will probably see her around, and if you are one of the ambassadors or on the committee, you will get to spend some time with her. She comes to us with a wealth of knowledge in independent living, and we are looking forward to having her. And then we are rescheduling our previously canceled event. They'll get more information out about that. Of course, the hurricanes and all of that kind of changed things up. So we're trying to get all of that back on track.
What is that?
The previously canceled event, it was a sales event. Yeah. So for the food and beverage update, so Ricky just wanted to remind you, gourmet dinner is tomorrow. They are going to be busy bees probably from this day until 2025 of January 1st. Gourmet dinners tonight. We know that the anniversary dinner is the next night, so lots of long days and lots of fun events, but we're super excited for all of them. But just a reminder, this is the last one of the cycle, and that will be tomorrow. Anniversary dinner with the after parties in the town hall. Remember, this is an upscale event, so we are asking you to bring your best dressed. Theme dinner, another event, is Monday the 28th and is Halloween themed. And reminder for Wine Club on 11/2, on 11/2, and then Beer Club on 11/19. So again, lots and lots of things going on, and we hope that you join us for all of them. So just another reminder about the anniversary dinner schedule. The dining hours for Thursday, the 24th, this Thursday. The Gastropub is only open for breakfast and lunch. The north and south dining rooms are only open for dinner service. Takeout and delivery is between 3 to 3:30, and dine-in service will have reservations available starting from 4:30 to 6. So again, just a reminder, lots and lots of events, so a little bit of moving around.
Lindsay,
Yes.
that said Wine Club was November 2nd. November 2nd is a Saturday.
Okay, I'll double check with
So
Ricky.
something's crazy.
Okay. Yeah, we'll double check with Ricky on his date then.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's probably
11/2
the
is, do what?
It's probably the 12th.
Oh, the 12th, we're missing a 1.
Yeah.
Thank you for correcting us. Yeah. 11/12, okay, we'll get that updated. That was a typo, apologize for that.
It is the 12th.
The 12th,
I have
okay.
it in my calendar.
So we're missing our 1.
Missing
All
one.
right, thank you for that. Thanks for pointing that out. I usually double check these, but I don't catch everything. All right, so just going back to additional updates for the themed dinner, Halloween. Again, the dining hours for Monday, Gastropub is only open for breakfast and lunch. The north and south dinings are only open for dinner. So again, normal dinner hours, and this is for our themed dinner Monday. And then just a little update for me. Lots and lots going on in this last quarter, or as I say, Q4, quarter 4 of the year. So the north elevator is still down. The techs were here yesterday. I don't have any further update as of this morning. The main board does need to be replaced. We've replaced many, many components of this elevator, and now it is another major component that needs to be replaced. The elevators are on our CapEx request for brand new elevators. So they are not spring chickens, they are a couple years old, and so we are definitely looking to get brand new ones instead of continuing to replace very large, important, and expensive part by part. So again, no final approval, but our next step would be to order that board. It's just my luck that it happens right before I possibly get my CapEx approval for a brand new one. So as I did mention, 360 Fire and Flood is on site to assess and begin restoration and remediation of all of our leaks, trees, roof repairs, etc. And they are doing a full-scale mapping of all of the areas with the moisture mapping technology. I know I mentioned this last week, but LCS Foundation, residents have asked how can they help our associates now. Of course, the resident gift fund. There's also the LCS Foundation as well. So completely up to you. We just wanted to make sure the information is out there. That way you have it. Our phones are back up. If you didn't notice, just wanted to point that out. They are back up. I did mention this earlier, but we are undergoing administration IT provider change. I know I discussed that. The new company is SoftRim. We are focusing on working on some renovations in our assisted living apartments. We are focused on working on some new furniture renovations in our skilled nursing community. Again, reminder, our anniversary dinner is the 24th, and we are working with IT on the internet in the sales office. It is still down, but we're working on that. We have not forgotten all of those beautiful little red stripes that tape all over the carpet. I know they're there. They're there to show you that there's areas that we want you to watch out for, so better be safe than sorry. We are going to be starting the flooring and carpet restoration again shortly. So some of the areas, don't laugh at me, Miss Bobby. Some of the areas that need to be addressed have those red tape over there. Some areas need to be pulled up and replaced with LVP, luxury vinyl planking, luxury vinyl tile, whatever verbiage you like to use. But there's various areas that require various corrections, and we will begin that. I've reached out for a date. I am still waiting on that, but they had said by the end of October. So as soon as I get additional information, I will communicate. This is for the north building only for the never-ending carpet project. So we are beginning to plan all of our holiday events for residents and associates. Our calendars are filling up very quickly. Lots and lots of events for all of our residents, our department heads, our team members, our community, assisted living and skilled nursing and independent living. So the team will be very, very, very busy from this point forward with making sure we have a wonderful holiday season. And that, of course, is for our residents, our families, and our team. We are also beginning open enrollment for all of our associates. So every year we go through and they repick their benefits and make changes, whatever they need to do. So we will be starting that process as well as year annual reviews. So it is the end of the year, and it is really important at LCS that we consistently have conversations about where we stand and how we're doing and goals. And so we will be doing our yearly annual reviews with all of our associates. So nothing at all going on. Other than that, just an FYI, I always like to tell you when we have visitors as much as possible what I know about them. Sometimes they don't tell me. But we are hosting an LCS risk management meeting here on the 6th from 9 to 1 in the town hall. We'll be out in time for whatever's happening at 3 p.m. So it should not be any type of issue. But that'll be about 50 or 60 of the other team members from other communities for that meeting. So if you see them, that is what they're here for. So just another reminder, we're going to get these in your boxes by end of today. The presentation for the residents with an increase effective January 1 will be placed in your boxes. It does not apply to residents who have already received an increase this year. So that meeting is October 28th here in the town hall at 10:30, and that is only to the residents with the 1/1/2025 increase, and you will get an invitation in your box. If you do not get an invitation, that means it does not pertain to you and you do not need to go. Excuse me. We also, just a little update from Dawn in HR, we also just rolled out a red carpet orientation process. It is basically for all of our new hires. We began it on 10/16, and those improvements include leadership participation with an overview of department functions and key training requirements. This helps to ensure consistency in our new hire experience. It helps present our training, replacing the computer, which gets really boring when you're sitting there in the training room for 9 hours just staring at a computer. And then adding their new photos to HCM for identification. So just again, a thank you to all of our presenters. It has been a really great addition to our community operations. I have PowerPoints, Sherry has PowerPoints, Betsy has PowerPoints, and they're all pertinent aspects that we go over with all of our new hires. It's a little bit more interactive and more exciting than just staring at training classes all day long. That's not fun. And a lot of focus has been put on not only hiring our team, but keeping our team. And we don't want to run them off when an orientation is 9 hours long and boring. So this has been a great addition. It has been definitely much improved. So I look forward to continuing that because it was not only enjoyable, gave us an opportunity for FaceTime, but it's also a good implementation for our associates. And then just a little bit, again, I know we mentioned our SDS Foundation, so just leaving this information up there. Again, it is a not-for-profit 501c3 organization. Those donations are tax deductible. And again, if there is anything you wanted to do immediately, this is the website, and we do have the signs with the address if you want to send a physical check is in the mail rooms. So that is the website again, and they're also in the mail rooms. Okay, that is all the updates I have for you. That wasn't too much, was it? Did I lay a lot on you? We got a lot going on. So can I take any questions or comments or concerns at this time? Yes, ma'am.
A number of us have really been thinking about the amount of styrofoam that comes out of this place. And the question that we're asking, is there any possibility that we could do an alternative to the paper? I just think it's huge.
So that's definitely been in discussion, and we recently did a sounding board where that was also brought up. I do have a meeting set with food and beverage for next week so we can discuss some of the topics from that sounding board. We can most certainly look into it. I do agree the biggest caveat initially is the cost. It is significantly more expensive for those like you're holding than it is the styrofoam. And obviously we need to be good stewards of all of your funds and our funds. So again, that's not a no. It can most certainly be something we discuss.
To follow up on that, to follow up on that, before the pandemic even, we did recycle the foam cups. The thing is, we had to bag them, and then we had to take them over to Publix. We arranged with a manager over there, and we had volunteers to put them in the bags in the car, take them over to Publix. But we kind of overwhelmed them, as you might imagine. But you still, if you wash them, there's some green bins in front of Publix where you can put your foam containers in there a little at a time. We were doing it in some large bags, big laundry bags. And we did look at compostable and biodegradable takeout. It is more expensive. Significant. It's 20 cents versus 10 cents. I don't know. That's double.
Per volume.
Per volume, right. So, I mean, we worked at it one time, but you can do something right now. If you wash it out and get a chance to go to Publix.
Thank you. Any
If
other
we could
questions?
only encourage everyone to eat in the dining rooms instead of taking out, it would go a long way towards solving that problem.
That was some of the feedback that was on the sounding board that I shared with dining committee and our team actually right before I left, and that was is the numbers that are in the dining room are still significantly lower post-pandemic than before COVID. So that is still a major issue that residents are not, well, it is your personal choice, but it is still a major data point that residents are still opting for delivery and eating inside their home versus coming to the dining venues. So obviously, again, a much larger conversation.
Oh, I just wanted to, I've been investigating hemp, and I don't know if anybody's looked into that. It grows 3 feet a day, completely biodegradable. They make clothes out of it, to-go cartons, they've even made cars out of it. There's, hemp can be used for everything, and it's completely biodegradable, and it grows 3 feet a day. It's renewable constantly, so just thought that was an idea of something that would work.
Thank you for that.
Grow hemp in the garden.
No, hemp in the garden. You're sitting right next to our garden man. Come on, Ron. Any other questions?
I got one related.
You can just forget all about all of that. We have so much trash to get rid of. They are not recycling now. They are just throwing everything away. So just forget about recycling right now, but maybe alternatives. And I like the idea that people come into the dining room rather than eating all by themselves.
Absolutely. If you've been out, there's lots of debris all over the state, all over the county, all over our city, specifically our beaches.
Just come pick it up.
Unrelated to recycling, the elevator. It's-
Oh, yes. Tell me more.
It seems that rather than pour more money into a rat hole, so to speak, why not replace it now? And you gotta, it's like pay me now or pay me later.
Absolutely. Well, that's why I said that's my luck, that as I'm requesting, there are about millions of dollars in elevator expenses
Right.
that it does choose to break. But I will not be getting $1 million today, so we are working on the motherboard first.
That's not cheap, I bet.
I hear you. No. It's not $1 million though.
Oh,
It's not $1 million. Any other questions? Yes, Ms. Candy.
You go. Thanks, Betsy.
Thank you. I wanted to thank Darwin and his staff and the 360 people. When they came in, they were amazing. They recognized all the problems we had. My question is, do we have an update on the ceiling in the north dining room?
Do not have an update on that, so I am waiting to get their full assessment, but I'll ask specifically about that.
we'll be done by the anniversary dinner.
Yeah, that'd be nice to be anniversary.
Yeah, I'll see what I can find out.
So whatever you do, don't look up.
Don't look at Look at your beautiful plate
Give everybody
and your
visors.
lovely outfits.
Just put out visors so we can.
Yes, ma'am.
This is just a minor issue, but as I've been walking my dog, I've noticed that there are food scraps out in the grass. And my dog is finding them, and before I can even realize that she's got them in her mouth, she's chewed them. I find them outside the M wing, and even I found out across from the dog station on the north building, and she found a piece of food way up by the hedges. And so if you think you're feeding the animals and the birds, you're probably feeding our pets. So, and they're all dry and crusty, so it's pretty gross.
We can put something in our communication about that. All right, anything else? Okay, well, have a happy Tuesday, and thank you so much. Appreciate your attendance and participation.